Hello to all my lovely subscribers. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your support through my first year of YouTube. I really appreciate it. It's been overwhelming and I'm humbled by your comments and your responses to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing and for sharing and for commenting on my channel. And for all those wonderful subscribers that have booked private readings, it's been an absolute delight connecting with you and putting faces to my subscribers and making that connection. So thank you for this wonderful response and support to my YouTube channel. I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish you all an absolutely happy festive season. Enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy this time that is about connecting and working together in love and in light. For all of those people that aren't celebrating Christmas at this time of the year for different religious reasons or different reasons, I wish you still a very, very happy end of year, and may you all have a really prosperous and happy 2019 ahead. So to everyone, enjoy the time that you have with friends and family, and a very, very happy Christmas to those of you that are celebrating Christmas. And to those that are not, I wish you a happy holiday and enjoyment with family members. Enjoy the time together. So till next time, I hope you enjoy your December readings that I bring to you. Hello my lovely Gemini, welcome to your December 2018 reading. It's the final reading for the year, culmination of the year that you've had, and preparing the foundations for 2019. This is a general reading for you, Geminis. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will, so have a listen to that as well. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. So let's get on with your December reading and see what's in store. I've shuffled the cards and I've created your spread. So let's have a look at the first card that really signifies you, the energy that's around you. Coming into December, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, always a good one, always a good one. It is the heralding of new beginnings as far as your abundance goes. Now remember, I always say we immediately think of finances and material gains, but abundance is, everything in life, is love, is happiness, is family, is friends, is health, as well as financial in moving forward. So it's all things. You have an opportunity here for new beginnings in all things. So the energy really is supporting you in that. It's really behind you in that. So if you've been thinking about bringing in changes, fantastic month to be doing that. Fantastic month to take those steps for these new beginnings. It could be for you, for some of you, it's a change of work or change of a situation at work. It could be an increase in your finances, a promotion, leaving that job, starting a new one. So there's a change there. It could also be a change in your outlook, in your attitudes, in your behaviors, which brings new positive changes into your life, having a determination of I'm wanting things to change and I'm going to take steps to make them change. So it can, for some of you, it's that. For some of you, it's introducing new love into your life. Really, love of life, love of friendships, love of a significant other. It just represents, for you, I just feel like it's this global change. It's this holistic change in you, changes in perceptions, in attitudes, in behaviors, in what you're attracting, what you're wanting, starting new projects. So launching a new project, launching a new start in a business that you have, taking that step to bring that into your reality. I really like that. And what's crossing you here is you've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles can be male or female, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some of you, this is a person that is there, that is supporting you, that is maybe going into business with you, works with you, and really sees the work that you're doing and is supportive of you moving forward, making changes, getting a promotion. There's support there. This can be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It's a really strong person that's very grounded, very earthed, very practical, and just seems to get things right, you know. So it's a good person to be taking getting assistance from, or taking advice from. They're there and they're supporting you really, really strongly, and supporting you in your new beginnings, giving you that extra push, that encouragement to move forward. For some of you, this is you reaching a stage in your life where you are feeling very grounded, very practical, very earth, knowing very much where you want to go, how you want to move forward, what you want to do in moving forward. So for some of you, it's really having that stability to then say, okay, next step, where do I want to go to from here? Do I want to start my own business? Have I got projects I want to begin? And being really practical about it, but keeping your vision in the future of, I want it to give me this financial gain. I want it to bring this quality of living into my life, this increase my standard of living, give me an ability to travel, to buy nice things, to do what it is I want to do with this extra money. So great opportunity there. So there's that sort of planning. That's the introduction to December for you. It's that sort of planning. It's that sort of planning. It's also you coming to a decision. You've done a lot of personal growth. You've done a lot of internal processing behind the scenes that people may not be aware of, but it's certainly going on behind the scenes with you. And you reach this point in December where you decide enough's enough, I'm leaving the past behind, I'm going to turn my back on things that no longer nurture me, support me emotionally, make me happy, help me in moving forward, help me to become who I am. Anything that's holding me back, you're going to turn your back on it. You're going to turn your back on it and move forward into new horizons. Into new horizons. This is the Eight of Cups, you know, and that is turning your back on things, not being blinded to what's going on or what's holding you back, really looking at it. And that may be the Queen of Pentacles is giving you that practical sense, that practical application of looking at emotionally what is affecting you, what's holding you back, what do you need to leave behind and move forward, because there's this real desire to move forward. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Leave behind what's holding you back. Leave behind whatever is saddens you in reflecting. Enough of living in the past. Enough of regrets. It's now time to step up and step forward. And you come to that decision in December. You're really driven to that. You're really driven to that. And then you've got the Judgment card, of course. And this is how it's going to manifest in your reality. It's about, there's going to be triggers. There's going to be things that, in your everyday life, people are going to say something. Someone's going to say something. There's going to be a situation that's going to trigger memories, that's going to trigger feelings, that's going to trigger something from things from the past that need to come up so that you can walk away from them, so that you can process them and decide what you're going to keep and what you're not going to keep. Judgment is also a fairness about that. It's time now. It's time now to have that judgment call. Have a look at what's in your subconscious. Bring it up. It's going to be reflected in your reality. People are going to be triggers. It doesn't mean they're the people that caused this memory or this sadness or whatever it is you're processing. It's simply attitudes, behaviours that people are going to trigger for you. And that's a good thing for you to look at. And that's going to happen in the first week of December. I feel like it's going to happen very early in the piece. Having said that, timing is going to be a little bit different for you, but for each of you. And the intensity of what you're going to experience is going to vary with each of you. But it is going to be a recalling of the past, a recalling of situations, people, attitudes, behaviours that no longer serve you, in order for you to move on, because it's time now to be moving on. You have had, this is in the past, so let's not, this is about in the past. You have changed your perspective on things. When the hangman's upside down, whenever you're upside down, you see things differently. And to me, the hangman is about balance. It's about balance. It's about centering yourself, and it's about looking at things in a different light, looking at things in a different perspective. And maybe that's what you're doing when you're processing all this stuff, looking at it from someone else's point of view, looking at it from a different perspective, changing the way you felt and looked at things in order to release them. It's also self-sacrifice. It's hard being suspended. He's suspended by one foot and he has to maintain his balance. And that's a hard thing to do. It's about self-sacrifice. Something that you're going to learn, something that you're going to do. So there has been a lot of personal self-sacrifice for you in the past. And that may be something that's coming up for you to review, which is, it's all good, because in reviewing that, you're making space for this. Don't lose sight of where you're headed. Don't lose sight of how strong you are, how practical you are, or the fact that you've got someone that is supporting you through this. Friends, family. That you have support in making these changes, bringing in this new beginning that's going to be incredibly positive for you. Okay, so also what's going to come up, week 1 and 2, that's all going on. Week 3, there's going to be, and I don't feel like it's week 3, I just feel like through this process, there is going to be personal battles that you're going to have. Even maybe arguments with people or disagreements with people. Arguments is a strong word, but for some of you, they told me that. So for some of you, it is that word. For some of you, it's simply disagreements. For some of you, it's everyday little hurdles. I don't feel like they're big issues that are going to be difficult to overcome. They're just everyday hurdles, everyday situations. And I feel like that's tied into this card here, which is, what are the triggers? There's going to be triggers that are going to cause you to reflect and think, oh, that's how I've always behaved and I want to change that. That's how I've always reacted with this particular person and I want to change that. That's how I have taken on other people's problems and situations and carried that burden, and I want to change that. And it's going to be a challenge for you. It's going to be a challenge for you. It's going to be an interesting challenge to see how much you are aware, how much has come up, how much awareness you have about the self. It's interesting because a few signs have got this exploration on the self, this work on the self in December. It seems to be what's coming up for people, and that's always challenging. That's always challenging. To self-analyze is always challenging, because we become masters at hiding from ourselves the truth of how we feel, the truth of how we behave, the truth of how we respond to every day, the truth of what we attract in our lives. We bury it so deep, we become masters at hiding it. Other people, usually friends, family, someone you feel safe with, will be able to see that. Maybe that's where you call in that help. Maybe that's where you call in that help to help have someone else see what needs to change, why patterns are being repeated in your life, what needs to be shifted. Towards the end of December, you're going to start feeling really good about yourself. You've done the work, you feel really positive, you've brought in the change, and you're seeing a way forward with this. You've learnt a lot. Swords is about the mind, it's about learning. You've learnt a lot, and you're taking that with you. You're taking all of the inner battles, the external battles, everything, all the lessons that have been presented to you on your path. You're taking that with you to new horizons, to a new future. to new opportunities. It opens the way to new opportunities, and those opportunities is, wish upon a star. What is it that you want to bring in? What is it that you want to create? What sort of future do you want? And this is again a water sign. It's about the subconscious. It's about going within and really working out what it is that you want. What's your heart's desire? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? Where do you want to head? What do you want to do? And bring those in. So there's this self-exploration there, this self-exploration that's there for you. It's about really opening up your intuition, opening up your sixth sense, following your gut, really having a sense of where you want to go and what you want to do, and clarifying that, having this clarity about it, on an emotional sense. What's going to make you happy? What's going to make you happy? And this sees you have a passage out of difficulty. There is a passage away from the old and into the new. Again, taking the swords with you, taking the learning with you, taking that new knowledge with you as you move forward. So that's really positive. I really like that. You're being offered this opportunity, and there's support there for you, which is the boat, which is the ship, can be you, that can represent you. It can also represent people around you that are helping you. The water's calm, which means you're emotionally balanced. You're ready to do this. You're ready to move forward. You've also got the moon there. This is another water sign, so there's going to be a lot of emotion around in December. It's going to be an emotion-based month. Doesn't mean it's going to be emotional. It's going to be really looking at your desires, your deepest inner feelings and desires and wishes and dreams, and moving forward with that, knowing that that's where you want to be. That's the right thing. By the end of December, in come the wands. In come the wands, and you've got the Knight of Wands. By the end of December, you've sorted it. You're ready to take things on. You're ready to take on the world. You're ready to take on whatever life brings to you. You're ready to put into action everything that you've been thinking about, all the changes that you've been making, all the realizations of where you're heading and what you want. Are going to be there for you. It's going to be clear, and it's going to be different for all of you. It's going to be, a marriage, a birth of a new child, a move, a promotion, a complete change in how you work and what you do to earn an income, where you live. You're just ready to open that door and pursue these new opportunities that are going to be presented to you, because you've cleared out the old. You've made changes in behaviours and in attitudes and in thought patterns, and in dependence on people that don't serve you. That's something that just dropped in there for me. So that's going to be the case for some of you. So it's going to be, again, a month of really personal challenges, personal development, personal realizations. And then by the end of the month, you're ready to move into 2019 gung-ho, with courage, with creativity, with passion, with drive, and ready to make things happen, which is I really like. I'm now going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance cards, which I really like. I'm going to draw one that gives me an idea of where you are. What's the key words for you? What's the key advice for you? It's interesting. Let me put my glasses on. You've got donations, tithing, and charitable work. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Charitable work can be work with the self as well. Let's have a look at what it says. Give joyfully to the organisations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And that is, give generously of yourself. Give generously of yourself, as well as supporting, people around you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. And I just get this real sense of what my guides are saying to me. It is about also giving to yourself, donating to the self, Give yourself the time. Be generous to yourself. Do some lovely, nice things for yourself. And in that way, you're going to discover what it is you want. It's going to be, the more work you do at the beginning of the month is going to be returned to you 1,000-fold by the end of the month and into 2019. So there's this generosity to the self as well, not forgetting people that you love and considering their feelings as well, you know, making them feel that this change is going to be positive for them as well. So I wish you many, many blessings in an ease and grace through December, and I will see you in 2019. Many blessings, love and light to you, Gemini.